Forbes magazine released a study entitled "The Katsuba Clan Lords of Procurement." Journalists write that it's better to say Katsuba's rigs, not Boyko's rigs. Allegedly, the author of the scheme to purchase the oil rig is former deputy head of Naftogaz Serhiy Katsuba, who has just been elected into parliament, and with that won immunity, while his younger brother, 26 years old Oleksandr, inherited his post at Naftogaz. Forbes writes that Serhiy Katsuba oversaw this issue at Naftogaz, and as Chornomornaftogaz deputy head, Oleksandr Katsuba traveled to Singapore and Latvia to negotiate the deal. Since Serhiy became a deputy from the Party of Regions on the opening day of parliament, we could not but ask him about this matter. During the interview, the ex-deputy head of Naftogaz admitted that he prepared the documentation for the procurement. Here is our conversation.
As to the excess of the purchase price, I have not found any confirmation. This was not confirmed by any specialized organization in Ukraine or abroad.
There is a criminal case in Latvia. The accounts of the winner have been arrested, and you still say that there is nothing criminal in this case and there was no overpayment.
You say this as a journalist, I believe you, but as a deputy I say that I do not know anything about it and I have not seen any papers. You say that the firm has an account in a Latvian bank. I do not know which bank. If you think that Latvian bombs can do such a serious job, this bumps at least some oligarchs who work on an international scale.
It's not what I think, it's what you think when you sign contracts with them.
That's what you say. I didn't sign anything, my signature isn't there.
Why not buy the rig directly, like the third and fourth rig? Why did you need the intermediary highway headed by dummy directors?
In Ukraine there is a law. The law allows all parties to participate. I don't care who it is. There can be no questions to the Ukrainian side, to Chornomornaftogaz or Naftogaz. The oil rig has arrived in Ukraine. It has been cleared. It's functioning. All the accessories that the journalists and other sources said that they were not there actually were there.
Is the helicopter there?
Yes.
Why wasn't there a separate tender?
Because the helicopter is part of the tender that we had announced.
The documentation on the first procurement mentions the purchase of one oil rig without a helicopter.
That's what you think.
No, I saw the procurement documents.
And I wrote it.
Some argue that you got elected deputy to get immunity and avoid responsibility.
If someone has an opinion, let them believe what they want. But to fear something, you need to sign something. My signature is not on the oil rig documentation. I'm 100% sure that I will convince you and you will apologize to me.
However, oil and gas officials will now have to convince not journalists, but the Latvian police. It won't be the potential repressions and anti-democratic activities that will block the entry of Ukrainian officials into the European countries. It will be their dirty deals on foreign soil, where they will not go unpunished. And another hint for the strengtheners of Ukraine's energy independence. If the Latvians miraculously find and return $150 million of overpayments to the Ukrainian budget, it's better to use them to purchase another oil rig. That is it for today. We will continue to closely monitor where and how officials spending the money from our pockets. Have a nice evening and goodbye.